Hey, 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 this is Tequila coming back at you on another Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. I pray and hope that everybody's doing well and are thriving on this evening. I pray that you guys are continuing to practice the safety guidelines to include washing your hands, wearing your masks, and practicing social distancing as best as you know how. So today we're going to start off again with our signature scripture, Romans 12:1 and 2, King James Version. I'm going to read, and if you have your word open, you can follow along or you can just listen as I read. Okay, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So you need to let the world go, people. Let the world go. Transform your mind by renewing your mind. Transform by renewing your mind that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So in order to determine that, you have to transform your mind. Okay? So let that marinate in your spirit. And we're going to be talking about today about the different types of, foods that we put in our body. So I was talking to one of my uncles earlier today, and we got on the subject of the pig. So we all know that the pig has been around for forever, since day one. So and we know that the pig it's a filthy beast. It's not good for us. The Bible speaks about the pig in Leviticus, more specifically Leviticus 11:7, and I'm going to read it to you now. Um, it says, and the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. So the cud is grass. So because he don't eat grass, that's what makes him unclean. That's one of the things that makes him unclean. The pig is a filthy beast. The pig eats whatever comes in its contact. It eats its own feces. It eats dead carcasses, its own carcasses. It eats its own young, and it also eats corrigan, which is, I hope I pronounced that right. Corrigan, which is decayed dead animals that are decaying. It eats it. It eats everything. Natural scavengers, just filthy. So if you eat something that's filthy, then what are you doing to your body? You're defiling your body. You're defiling your holy temple. So I'm gonna read what Google says about this pig. It says, and we all know this, but sometimes we need a refresher. So I am here to refresh you, people of God. So pork products in the pig, it clogs up the arteries, causing an increase in cholesterol, an increase in saturated fats, which will lead to cardiovascular disease, which will also, of course, when your waistline increases, that heightens your risk of developing cardiovascular disease. That's why it's important, guys, to try to keep a flat stomach. It's important to try to keep a flat stomach, please, because when your stomach increases, it does in fact, and research has proven it, that it does in fact increase your chances of developing cardiovascular disease. So keep that in mind. And it also increases your chance of developing diabetes and, of course, the famous silent killer, hypertension. Pigs are high in toxicities. Um, they carry many viruses and parasites. I'm gonna name some of the viruses. It causes hepatitis E, the meningeal virus, tapeworms, and then it can also lead to PRRS, which is the porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome. Excuse me. It's called again the porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome. I tell you, this pig is no joke. Researchers have determined that microorganisms are found in about 69% of all raw pork samples. Um, it's a mess. And then they cause gastrointestinal issues, which can lead to a fever and can possibly kill you. This is serious, guys. It is toxic to the human body. It is toxic to the human body. I had to repeat it. It is toxic to the human body. So let's come together and try to eliminate pork out of your eating plan. It's a process, I understand, because you know the pig, it tastes good. You know, when you got it seasoned real good and fried up, it tastes real good, but it's not good for us. And like I just said, if you eat something that's defiled and that's filthy, you're causing your body to be filthy as well and to build toxins. So over time, that's going to cause problems and going to lead to comorbidities. Why do you think that in the African American community that hypertension and diabetes and cardiovascular diseases are the three leading high ranks in the Black community? This is just one of the pig is a primary reason for that. You know, yeah. It's because of the pig, and you know, of course, other things too. You know, like I mentioned earlier last week. You know, the smoking, the lack of activity, leading a sedentary lifestyle. You got to get the body moving. You got to start becoming more active. You know, there's so many things that you can do to change how you live on a daily basis. And one thing that you should definitely incorporate into your lifestyle, and that's to have a conversation with the Most High. Ask God to show you or give you wisdom as to what to put in your body. I guarantee you He'll do it. If you speak to Him, He will answer. If you speak to God, He will answer. I guarantee you. Now you have a decision to make. And I suggest that you trust God through the process in making that decision. Lean not to your own understanding. Remember Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not to your own understanding, but in all of your ways acknowledge God, and He will direct your path. That's real. So trust Him through the process in every area of your life. Every area. And watch Him move on your behalf. Just watch Him move on your behalf. And until next time, I'm going to sign off now. And I thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to the video. And I pray that even these words have helped you make a better decision about what you're going to put in your body moving forward. This is Journeying to Better Health in 2020, even in a pandemic. To God be the glory. I thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Okay? All right. I will see you guys next Sunday. You guys be blessed. And I pray that God's peace rest upon you on tonight. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please type them in the comment section. And I will answer your questions. And I love you guys. And blessings to you all. And I'll see you next Sunday.